What's going on, YouTube? What a what a beautiful day to be working on your motorized bicycle. What you doing, Roxy? Y'all can see I took that top tensioner wheel off. Thanks for the word of advice and the pictures and everything that could happen if I was to use that top tensioner. So I went with you guys' advice and removed it. So far, everything is working out electronic wise, lighting wise. Battery is holding charge, but it's not charging off the motor. I wish. I'm working on this thermostat. I mean, not thermostat, temperature sensor. Where I drilled a hole, but it was a little bit too big, so I'm trying to patch it up. Just stuff anything in there that can handle some temperature, such as JB Well, a little bit of Teflon tape. Teflon tape probably wasn't a good idea, but it was the first thing that came to my mind. But can't always do a good job on the first try, I guess. I'm gonna order another exhaust and try again, but with a smaller hole for this to screw in, and that'll keep a reading on my temperature. It was leaking oil, not too bad, but as time go by, it builds up and make it look terrible. So I was trying my best to clean it up, but it's a pretty big hole once I take that out. But yeah, hopefully that JB Well and Teflon tape would just patch that up pretty good with no leaks or nothing coming out of there. Electronic wise, as I was saying, the CDI box still kind of loose. I need to figure out another plan. But all the wiring, lots of wires. A lot of wires on this bicycle. But they all in line, in order to stay out the way of anything such as my pedals or the exhaust, so nothing will get caught or broken in the process of operating this thing, and to possibly start a fire. That's why I got them inline fuses right there. I had the adapter, the hub adapter on there, but I think it's the 1.5 inch and it's too big for my hub. And I tried cramming all kinds of things in there and it still won't work. Went on YouTube looking for a video. They pretty much telling you that, hey, if it's the wrong size, it's the wrong size. You can put anything you want in there, it's still going to slip. Then I ran across another video where you can put like I guess a keyhole in there, I guess, where you can just slide a key drift in there where it won't slide back and forth on the hub. But I don't have one of those right now, but I will keep that in mind. Sounds like a good idea to me, but there are other videos saying do not do that to your hub. You don't have to, just buy the right hub. But I think I ran to another video where they say the Huffies, I mean all the Huffy Cranbrooks and probably the Panama Jack, they don't have like a thick enough hub in the rear when it comes to the rim for the adapter to fit on them correctly. So I guess they got to be a little bit oversized so you can tighten them down and it don't slip. But unfortunately, this bicycle frame do not have an oversized hub for me to just clamp down on it tight enough. Sucks, but I went ahead and went back with the little unforgiving rag joint where you got to keep checking them out every few miles just to make sure it ain't doing any damages to your rim. You know, it's better to check them out every few miles because if you just keep riding and riding and riding, even though you can get on and ride, you never know what the problem may be until it's too late. So I just like to keep an eye on it. As of right now, it's tight, nice and tight. See, the hub adapter, when I was doing just this, what I'm doing now, I was able to move it back and forth. And I already got a couple bends in the spokes, and that's no good, but luckily it's at an early stage where I can keep using this rim and put a little rag joint on it. But I had ordered uh, a 1 inch hub adapter, and hopefully that will fit once I get here in the mail. And I'm gonna try to use some of my spare parts to help it clamp down on the hub. It's a skinny hub for real. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but very skinny. The Waffle, what's up, man? Welcome to the live. Just explaining some things about this motorized bicycle project I've been working on. Now, carburetor wise, got a little, I mean, what I mean by little, I mean very little gas leak that I've been working on getting rid of. But when it comes to running wise, I think it's a little bit underpowered because I be throttling this thing. It do not have no power, but it do gain speed. And I got a 32 gear on here. I'm thinking that I need to switch it from a 32 and put a 36 on there. And since this is not a brand new carburetor, it might be holding back on a little bit of power because it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting for more than a year. And I just pulled it out the bag. Not sure if the jets are clogged or dirty or anything, but I don't know. I put a little seafoam in the gas tank and see what that'll do, I guess, because I don't have the patience right now to just take the jets and everything out and put them back in, and then it don't do anything different. So I just order another carburetor and wait on it. It do ride nice though. I'm not going to lie. It rides pretty good. It rides smooth like a Cadillac on 2 wheels. I can dig that. But what I'm trying to do with this thing is go DoorDash. I put the basket on today. If you guys can see here, got the basket on. Uh-oh, almost fell. But got the basket on. Just put it on today. Like the whole idea for this project is to get it set up for traveling, ordering DoorDash, and just delivering food all day for customers that are in need safely and on time, while riding around with a bunch of features on the handlebar. Turn stuff on. Got the speed odometer. I got to change this though because the speed mount does not work that comes with it, or the one that I had that I thought would work does not work at all. I just been working on this thing a little bit today. We got a little bit of rain yesterday, and decided to pull it out today and finish doing what I need to do to it. Tomorrow going to do the last fix on the clutch, so I hope it won't slip this time. What carb did you order? It's another NT carburetor, but it's kind of different, man. Because on the description, this one right here, when I bought it, it said up to 50 and 80 cc, but the one that I bought still is a NT carburetor with the same filter box. But the gas side, or the gas line, is a little bit longer than the one on here, so I'm not sure if the jets are different or anything, but it says 80 to 100 cc. I'm not sure if it's a big difference between the two, but they both look the same, identical. But I went ahead and went with another NT carburetor. For my 85cc, I got a PWK21. Has so much power this time. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into that for real. Because I'm trying to keep some power on this thing where I can use it to get out the way of traffic. You know what I mean? I don't want to be coasting and just cruising and, trying to get out of people's way. I need to have power to get out the way. You feel me? But as of right now, she starts, she runs, she drives. It's smooth, but it's holding back on power. I'm trying to figure out if it's because it's the 32 gear that I'm using, and I need to switch it from that to a 36, or the carburetor might be sticking and holding back on, delivering power to the rear end. If it's not that, then I'm thinking that the bike is a little bit too heavy. It weighs 43 pounds in the rear and 33 pounds up front, which is 76 pounds altogether. I weigh 151 pounds, makes it 227 pounds. I'm not sure if it's because of that, but the weight or tow limit on the motor is 600 pounds, so it can't be that if I'm not mistaken, but I also could be wrong. I'm gonna just do a little bit of diagnosing, trying to figure out what it could actually be. Me, off the head, even though I may be wrong, I think it's the gear that I'm using because of the weight of the bike. But like I said, the motor should be able to tow up to 600 pounds. I'm not sure. PWK21 is, I believe, racing carb and has airline, so the fuel in the carb flows smoothly at high speeds. Yeah, that makes sense. Racing carb. Is that the one that come with like the filter, like the racing filter on it? I don't know what you call it, like that cone filter. At least for me, I felt difference at 34 miles. See, when I had my last bicycle, aka Lucille, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lucille, my last motorized bicycle. She used to ride, man. I used to have her up to like 55 miles per hour on a good day. She floats, like, and she was much heavier than this bike and taller than this bike. So I'm trying to see what the big deal is. I'm not getting at least close to the same percentage of performance of my last motorized bicycle. What is the problem? Because I remember I had like bags on the handlebars, bags in the back, and you know what I mean, just my weight and the weight of the bike, damn near probably 315 pounds altogether. And I was going more than 30 miles per hour, close to 40 miles per hour, trying to deliver, you know. And when I went shopping for myself, I used to go grocery shopping just to put a little something in the refrigerator and bunch of bags, get it back like nothing. But if I was to walk, it's too heavy. It's too heavy for me to walk with all them bags. But the bike got it back home in like less than like 10 minutes, 30 miles per hour. As of right now, the bike will creep up to speed where it's getting close to like 28 and 30 miles per hour, but it ain't really like it don't got that get go. It's not pushing, it's just creeping. But it is what it is, because there's a lot of figuring out I have to do with this thing, and that means I'm not done yet with this project. Yeah, the cone filter, but you didn't got that. I don't use filters because my engine dies when it doesn't have full airflow. I feel you. Also for the clutch, I'm changing from the stock 1.2 mil thick spring to 2.5 mil thick spring, so the clutch doesn't press on the pads too much and won't overheat them. Yeah, you wanted something, man. I'm gonna take some of that information there if you don't mind. Yeah, because I know these motors overheat so bad when it comes to the clutch. Sometimes they'll start slipping. Or, if I'm not mistaken, man, they just wear out over long distance travels. But it's a way you can get more out of them. And I have a whole bag full of new clutch pads, so if these ever go out on me, I have plenty more. I have like a little over 1,000 replacement brand new clutch pads. I just kept ordering and ordering. So I have to go back to eBay or Amazon to order some more. I already got them. because my engine generates about 12 to 13 horsepower and torque is insane due to back pressure. Hell yeah, what kind of pipe you using, bro? That shit sounds awesome. You got some videos? The Waffle. I'm gonna have to check you out later. Make sure I don't forget this name, The Waffle. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, but as far as gas wise, man, I filled up this tank 3 days ago, or was it 4 days ago? And I still have plenty left. A whole lot left. So I got about pretty much all day, and sometime tomorrow I'm gonna need to fill up. So about 4 or 5 days from a full tank, but it ain't like I've been door dashing or anything. So once I start door dashing, it go from like 4 and 5 days to like 2 and 3 days every fill up. Something like that. Something like that. I'm gonna have to track and record my mileage. Custom made banana pipe from 125cc Yamaha bike. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Huge pipe it is. Yeah. Hell yeah. You got something. You got something there, man. I like that. I can picture it in my mind. It looks good. I got check you out on a video if you got any. I was watching some guy going like 80 miles per hour, probably 100 miles per hour on his motorized bicycle on the highway. There was a guy not chasing but riding behind him in his car, just tracking the speed. And you can see they literally going past 80 miles per hour. Shit's insane, crazy, man. Pipe is 2 times bigger than mine. Hell yeah. I already know it is. Yamaha. You got the real deal. I'm gonna just say you got the real deal, man. I'm gonna have to get something like that one day on another project though. See, I'll probably put something like that on this project frame right here. I don't know. I like Huffy, man. See, if I had this hub right here, it'd have been just fine on my bike. I don't have it. It'd been cool to have that. You know what I mean? I got this skinny, thin hub. But, yeah, your pipe is pretty much bigger than mine, man. I would do something like that on this project for sure when it comes to the Huffy Cranbrook. I got my fan unhooked right now because the thermal reader has burnt out due to the high temps of the head. But it was working until I started driving this thing. Got hotter, you know, and it like burnt the coil inside the temperature sensor and kept it on the on position, I guess, however it may go. Just burnt out. You know how your resistor goes bad in your car and then your fan won't turn off? Sometimes even if you turn the key ignition off, the fan just stay running. It's like resembled to one of those, you know. So I gotta buy another thermal reader or thermal sensor to go on the head of my engine, and then the fan would be able to cut on and off by itself. But as of right now, I gotta unplug because it's just running. It was coming on at 168 and 170 degrees Fahrenheit, which is decent because it cuts on early before it gets to like 220 degrees Fahrenheit. I like that. But once I started driving this thing and it succeeded past like 230 degrees, it just blew out the sensor. So I found more on eBay where they're more durable and thicker and cuts on and cuts off at higher temps. Pretty cool. I don't really need it all, I know that, but hey, I like hooking up shit. I just like adding shit. I like adding a whole bunch of etc. I just got the cell phone holder in the mail yesterday. Works pretty good. get to see the GPS and tell me where I'm going to my on time deliveries. And I got the switch here to turn the gauge on. Can't beat it. As of right now, it's just not hooked up. The battery right now sits at 12.9 volts. It was 13.5 yesterday, so I've been using the headlights riding around last night. But yeah, this thing's pretty much cool, man. I like it. I wanted the gauge light to come on with the key, but once I hooked it up the way I really wanted it to be hooked up, it wouldn't start the motor. So this motor is pretty picky on what's on it. It don't really want nothing on it but itself for operation. I was going to put the battery here, but since the tire is pushing this way, it's a little bit too wide. I would not be able to put the battery there. Would have been nice though. Well, I might get rid of this battery and figure out another 12 volt. I mean, I don't want to go down to 6 volts for real. I just want to push 12 volts to run my auxiliary. But I might, it depends on, it depends on how a 6 volt battery would last for me for what I'm trying to do. Because I can see right now that this battery would last for about a week or a little less, or a little over a week. I say about probably 8 or 9 days, but no more than that. A minimum of 4 days, no less than that. So I definitely got a whole lot more etc. on this excuse me, on this motorized bicycle than I had on Lucille, my last motorized bicycle. But you know, it is what it is, man. I like doing shit. Current bike vid is set to private, so you can't see. I feel you, man. When as soon as you go public, I'll be able to watch it and send you a like button on that. I could, like, tomorrow make another video how my bike looks and then show you. Hell yeah, bro. I'm all up for a view. Let me know. Let me know. So I'm pretty much about to head to the store and get me something to eat. About to hop. Let me see. I'm thinking about going to Sonic or Wingstop. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind yet. But as soon as I get to the first red light and make my first right turn, my mind should be made up on what I want. And I get to drive this thing. It's a nice ride. So I like the ride. I just don't like the power it's providing me. I think it's the carburetor. But then again, it could be the gear that I'm using. 227 pounds all together with me on the bike. But then again, the motor is able to pull 600 pounds. So it should be able to go faster than what I'm saying. So trying to get out the way of traffic, man, it's going to take me a little bit of time. So I have to keep monitoring what's behind me or how fast they're coming up behind me. But as the speed gains, she floats. I just don't like how slow of time it takes to get up to speed. Sucks so bad, man. So I'm gonna figure that out. With that being said, this is your boy right here on Open Mind Entertainment. I hope my videos entertain you guys, man. This motorized project build is almost done and complete. I still got a couple more things to do to it. But I appreciate you guys for watching day 1 video all the way to today's video and yesterday's video and my short videos I just posted. If you guys haven't catch any of them, just go ahead and browse through my channel. You're more than welcome. And if you need to kill some time, just check me out and see what I've been doing. Even on my last videos when it goes to Lucille, my past motorized bicycle, it's all there for you guys to view. But I'm about to go ahead and grab some lunch. It's a nice day to be doing something. So I'm about to be riding this thing around, see how durable it is with my, with my tightening of my bolts and nuts. See if it's gonna hold up before I actually DoorDash. But you know what I mean? Got to do something. I done did the job. Now I got to put it into work. It's gonna pay me back for sure. But I catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed up. Hell yeah.